Starting things up front, it's Kyle Wick on the front row, Billy Musgrave in second. Micah Hendricks shuffled his way to the third spot in the midst of the battling. Then you have Tandon, who will start in fourth spot. Expectations here, what are you watching out for from these drivers for our final 18-lapper of the day?
I mean, obviously you're watching the front row of the grid, the experience that Kyle Wick and Billy Musgrave had. A lot of these drivers weren't too happy with each other last race, so that's going to be one thing to look out for. Another is Hunter Pickett, starting at the tail end of that pro shifter field. He's lucking out a little bit that he doesn't have to start at the very end because they're doing the class split, but we are ready to go green.
All set to go. The green flag is out. We're underway. To the gears then go. One car doing the hippity hop. Oh, wow. It is Kyle Wick hippie hopping his way to the front to start things off. A quick adjustment to the valves. Oh, wow. Musgrave tries to keep up this time. He already almost went wide to start things off out of turn 3. They rumble through 4 and 5. Musgrave trying to keep close. Hendricks stays in the popcorn seat as the top two sprawl and battle it out. Now Hendricks, remember, was in the third spot. He's dropped to 6th. How did that really start? Well, he had some contact actually for the third spot. So we're keeping an eye on things behind him. This happened, forcing Hendricks off his line. And now he's been drop kicked all the way to 6th. But going to be interesting to see if someone like Hunter Pickett's able to get to the podium spots. Here comes Musgrave trying to leap his way up one more step on the podium to the race lead for the first time.
So we're getting the blue flag as they head up the hill in turns 1, 2, and now 3. Musgrave, a bold move on the inside. That's going to open the door for Kyle Wick. Side by side in turn 4. Late on the brakes goes Wick. Covers off the crossover. New leader, Kyle Wick. Not very quick to try and pass someone through their big lockup from the right front by Kyle Wick. Up and over the curb goes Billy Musgrave, and almost. We see the factory car driver move up into the lead, but three mistakes by both of them is allowing Tandon to close in for the sleeping battle.
So there is that torque factor. There's going to be a bit less traction in one part of the track. Musgrave uses traction to make the pass.
Billy Musgrave into turns 4 and 5 they go. You can add another clip to that one. Kyle Wick up the inside, parks on the apex of 5. New leader for Gary Carlton's crew. Kyle Wick is almost going to get it taken away. It would have been a bold move up the inside for Billy Musgrave.
A 2.5 second buffer over the rest of the field. Looks like Wick actually going defensive a small bit that time. Musgrave says, let's add another one to the highlight reel. Another pass to the start and finish line.
It's a bold move to try and make a pass into turns 1, 2, and 3. Wick's going to take it back the same way he got it last lap. The lead's not going to last long for Billy Musgrave as they continue to trade. If you're Micah Hendricks and Phil, you're begging them to keep doing this because he's not too far off the lead. And like we've seen at Senior, it can all go wrong, especially in this corner. Musgrave back up the inside. Don't discount Hendricks, though, if these can get collected. Wick back up the inside to turn 10. That's a late move from him. Musgrave's not going to try it in 11. He's going to hold behind the GFC cart.
Looks like you're going to see that move again. Musgrave peeking, actually makes the mistake Wick does this time. Wick able to cut back down, apex off, to be able to close the door after initially missing the entry. 2.5 laps to go. To go again. They do have traffic coming up. As here we go again.
Musgrave up the inside. I think Kyle Wick is struggling with that left rear tire. It just seems like it's hopping, especially through turn 12. He might have overheated the rears. Again, the rear tires on Kyle Wick's kart just seem like they're overheating a little bit, and he would rather go to the lead. Musgrave on the over-under as they head into the final corner for the penultimate time. It's side by side between Wick and Musgrave. GFC versus factory kart. White flag in the air this time by.
Final time around on the day. The Pro Master Shifters have put on a show. Irving holding on right now in the Masters by a good margin. But it's Musgrave going defensive for the pros. Wick tries to switch back. Couldn't get the crossover to work. Resets as they make their way through 6, 7, and 8. Next passing opportunities through turn 9. Does Wick take the move then, or does he wait all the way until 12 and 13? Looks like the answer is he's going to wait. The bumper is completely gone. No room for mistake. For Wick, for Musgrave, for either of them. Now we'll see if Wick makes the move. He does for turn 12. Makes a little touch of contact. Here comes Hendricks. Hendricks takes away second for now. Musgrave now focusing more on second than first. To the checker flag, it's Kyle Wick who holds off Musgrave and takes the win in the pros.
What a finish in Pro Shifter. Kyle Wick and Billy Musgrave. Bit of sportsmanship between the two of them. They fought hard, but able to shake hands on track after that one. How about Micah Hendricks, able to close down that gap? Yes, they were battling, but closing down on two of the best in the nation at their craft has to be commended. Micah Hendricks and Track Promotions provisionally in third and on the podium here. What a race for Pro Shifter. As you see there, your winner with his teammate Hunter Pickett. Kyle Wick takes the first blow of 2025 in the Pro Kart Challenge and Pro Shifter. Billy Musgrave and Micah Hendricks rounding out the podium, and then GFC, the rest of the top five with Ethan Boer and Hunter Pickett.